Hi guys, Dorota International Nail Artist and Educator here, and I have prepared really beautiful spring nail art for you. Have a preview of it in here. So pretty, but also not too hard to do it, and I hope you really enjoy learning this technique. So let's start. Very delicate spring flowers and daffodils we are gonna paint, and for the background I have choose 235 color. It's a really beautiful pastel pink. So I'm just painting the first layer, then give it a cure. And on our mixing plate we are gonna grab some colors. So I'm gonna use the gel art paints mainly for it, and of course you need yellow. I'm actually gonna grab the one which is with the green as well. And then another scoop. Then grab some white. And they work like a printer. Like that's why I love them so much, because in the kit like you've got 5 gels, and with all these 5 colors you can create actually any color. I'm actually do this little bit color theory for you. Why not actually? So let's grab the red one as well. That might be pretty interesting for someone who is kind of starting the nail art journey, and it's a really basic stuff. Could actually maybe do a separate video with it. And then I've got blue one. So we've got 4, and the blue one is the 5th color. So the printer works like by mixing all these colors. Obviously in the printer we don't have a white because the paper is white, but if you do take it blue and yellow, you will get a green. Then you can make it either lighter by adding white, or you can make it darker by adding some black. And you kind of tend to play with sort of different colors. If you do mix this one and this one, you will get a purple. And then depending how dark purple you want, you can just grab some white. You can get a really nice colors out of it. If you add yellow to it, you will create another color, and so on. Like obviously we're gonna need some orange for daffodils, so I'm straight away mixing it, and then some lighter one. And I like to do those kind of color mixing, just so you can guys also know like how I'm achieving those kind of painting with only few gels. Okay, let's paint it, the background, second layer, and then we can start painting our flowers. So I'm gonna use the watercolor brush. And first of all, we want to have some green. So I'm gonna grab the tiny bit more of this yellow, just to create a different shade of the green, and I want a tiny bit of black in it as well. Okay, so my brush is quite dirty, like it has all sort of different colors, and then basically what you're doing is you're pressing harder, and then you're pressing lighter, and kind of wavy motion to create the leaves. Let me do more of that mixture. And then another leaf we are gonna place in here, waving completely different way. And then the middle of the flower. Okay, then I'm gonna swap for a D-liner brush, just because I want the middle of the flower to be a little bit thinner. There we are, and we can add another one, get those drop of the black in there as well. We can add another one, twisting kind of here. Okay, clean my, actually make even the leaves bigger. And what is the nicest part about it, because you kind of picking up the mixture of the colors quite dirty, they do blend really nice and give you more interesting results. Now I've got my orange with a tiny bit of yellow, And I want to start painting the middle of the flowers. So just a rounded shape and rounded shape. And then straight away I'm picking up those yellow, but I also want some white in it as well. So yellow and white. Load my brush like in a kind of messy way, just so the colors don't blend perfectly. You want to have them separated. And then we are going to paint the petals. So we've got one petal. You can see it creates a really beautiful petals because the colors are mixing together as we paint. Another petal. This one is gonna kind of, I got too big blob. This one is hiding behind. And they are different types of those flowers. Like some of them got 5 petals, some of them got 6 petals. So really it doesn't matter how many you can squeeze in there. So I will have 5 on the bottom one, and then we can actually maybe do even 6 on the top one. And another one. And another one. Okay, if it's needed, you can touch them up. And then we are gonna grab again our color mixture, even tiny bit of orange. So white, yellow, and orange for the middle part. Okay, and this one I wanted to face down the way, so I'm just doing like a line, and then this one is gonna go to the top. Clean my brush a little bit and pick up the darker orange. Try to squeeze like a dot inside, and now we can give it a cure to it. Okay, the other tip is ready, so we are gonna quickly paint another one. I might actually do it a bit larger. So clean my brush. For cleaning the brush, I use a drop of the UV cleanser, not too much, just a tiny bit. So grab I actually need to do more green. There we are. So I've got more green. This is too flat, so the color actually turned it out to be too same. I really don't like it. And what I'm doing is I'm grabbing some white and yellow just to go over it again. And that is better because then this way it looks more like veins in the flowers. So another one in here. And make another one in there. The stem. I like to show you in 2 examples usually, or 3, because this way you can kind of remember it, learn more. And let's maybe blend that in as well. Okay, grab the wipe to clean the excess, and then we are gonna start painting again. Clean my brush, white and yellow. Kind of like as messy mixture as you can get. Gonna actually freeze it because I need to go over the leaves. I'm just gonna cook it and go back to the other one. So when I'm working on the clients, I kind of tend to swap their hands. I have cleaned my D-liner brush because I'm gonna work with the microscopic amount of the gel. And what you want to do it is just go around the middle. The more shaky your hand is and the more irregular shape you can do it, the better, like kind of nice and wavy. And then in here, nice and wavy. Hardly any product on your brush. We can also highlight some petals as well. Let's do maybe this one too. I would say still pretty quick design. Now I want to separate this petal here as well, just so you can really see it as above the other one. And then let's fix those branch, not a branch, stem. And to be honest, this one will be finished. I don't want to destroy it, so just freeze it and then we can top coat it. And then let's go back here. So got 1, 2. Make it more pigmented just because we've got some green underneath. Also look how I'm trying to shape the petals, so the ones which are on the top can be a little bit shorter. That will give you an even more realistic look. If you make them a bit shorter, and the ones on the bottom can be a little bit longer. And here we are, we've got another one. So pick up our orange. And just paint those inside. Shade darker. And I like to do it when the gel is still wet because it kind of looks even more real. And then give it a cure. Okay, let's top coat our first one. And I think it's a really fun to create those kind of spring flowers. If you want, guys, I could produce some other ones for you, like, I don't know, tulips or crocuses. I actually don't know the English name. I love gardening, like, and I've got so many beautiful flowers in the garden, but I don't know all the names in English. Okay, and then we are gonna grab a top coat. Like, see, I don't like how this one, the top one, turned it out. So what I'm doing is I have dipped it in my brush with the top coat, and I just want to get a little bit of shadow in that part there. Then we are gonna grab white again and just highlight some places to finish our design. Again, very minimal amount. Nice and wavy. I mean, obviously, the longer time we would spend on our design, the prettier it would turn out. This one is a pretty simple one, I would say. And then highlight some of the petals. The one on the top. and then let's cook it. Okay, so this one is ready. It can go to our collections. We've got one in here. And then let's top coat this one. I hope, guys, you have really... Oh, don't top coat it with the pink. You have really enjoyed this simple spring flowers. And I don't think so there is actually many tutorials with the specific types of the flowers. So yeah, keep the request coming, like, and I can produce any one for you. Okay, so that's my last tip is ready as well. And the gels, you can grab it from our website, guys. They are absolutely fantastic, and I do hardly recommend them for those kind of gel painting. And that's what we have created today. Simple spring flowers. I'm sending you huge glittery hugs, and bye for now.